YouTube, it's your boy Calvin here, back with another reaction video for you guys. I got another reaction video for you guys. It's about Flight reacts before they're famous. If you guys want to watch the original video, the link will be in the description down below. And I want to get a shout out to Mike McCredden. On my Instagram, he voted yes. Thank you, Mike McCredden. Shout out to him. So, without further ado, etc., let's dive in this video, shall we? Here we go.
What happened? Before Flight Reacts would inspire a Steph Curry meme that went so viral that even Curry himself hopped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, look at Curry, man. Just trying to do
Sports Center and everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we gotta look at this like 10
Curry,
times, man.
Just trying to do great things in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, yo.
Yeah, look at Curry, man. Just trying to do great things in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, this is just inspirational,
look at Curry, man.
Bro, I'm gonna watch this quick clip for like 5 minutes, bro. This is inspirational, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. This is lit. Before Flight Reacts would have over 250,000 followers on Twitter, almost 400,000 followers on Twitch, close to 1 million followers on Instagram, and over 4 million combined subscribers between his two YouTube channels at the time of this recording. Before Flight Reacts would start dropping banging rap tracks of his own.
What you heard, Gucci with the Robin Jean. Gotta make $1 million, now I'm ready for the free.
Flight Reacts has been around for a minute, creating viral content for YouTube and other platforms. Now, my man's been holding down the fort since the early part of this decade, which is actually around the same time that I first started this channel as well. He's a brother from another mother, I tells ya. Now, the kid, he has blown up off his reaction videos from anything like trick shots.
Ooh. I'm so sweet. You got the sauce? He definitely got the sauce. How did he do that? Look how little room he has. Look how much little room he has. Bam! Bam!
It's time to eat. Let's fire up the grill.
To women judging his looks.
Yeah, you know the name, girl. But I don't know what's so funny.
And with his bigger-than-life personality, well, he's taken the internet by storm. And that's without even mentioning the series of content he posts involving sketches, basketball players. There's pranks, there's basketball players, there's video games, and yeah, well, even more basketball players. During hard times like these,
I gotta react to the video games. Yeah.
Well, at least we still have Flight Reacts holding down the fort. Now, for this video, I was actually able to get in contact with the man, and he helped me out by answering a whole bunch of questions. So this one is kind of like a collab video.
Call me horses, but who's ready to go? Because I ain't been. Let's get it.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCredden back at it again with a brand new Before They Are Famous, and this one was requested by you guys, a whole bunch of ya. Now, in the past, we've done similar videos on the likes of Chris Smooks, Corey X Kenshin, RDC World, and Love Live Surf. Now, of course, this show, it works off requests from you guys, so you gotta let me know who's next in the comments down below. You can also hit me up in the DMs at McCreddenM or at the number down below. But text me. Stop calling me. You can't be getting any sleep because you kids keep blowing me up. So just text, all right? Now let's get into this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Flight Reacts was born Kamani White on August 7th.
Oh, he's a Leo. I'm a Leo
Flight,
too.
he spent the first year
Man,
on
Flight is a Leo,
area,
yes.
But at the age of 1, his family would pick up and move to West Palm Beach, Florida, where he still
August
lives to
7th.
this day.
That's a Leo.
He's a wedding photographer, while his mom, she stayed at home and held down the home front. He also has one sister who he's extremely close with. Now, Flight's parents, they were always supportive of his goals, and their hard work and nature, it inspired their children to stay focused and to keep out of trouble. At least for the time being. We're not there yet, because he does get in trouble. It's a little later in the story.
Usually, I'll always have the camera anywhere we go, but the way my parents are, they're very private with their lives, so unfortunately I will not be able to get nobody as soon as we get out this car on camera. But when we finish, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna check in with you guys. Hopefully she don't, boo herself too much or get too shaky or make, herself look way too bad in what she's trying to make herself look.
Look at her face.
I know that she has nothing to worry about. My parents are very welcoming people. They're old school, they're really not people to just like really fear. Like, they keep it real just like every other
That's
parent.
not the point. I never met parents before.
Growing up, Flight's top two priorities, they were basketball and music. His biggest influences were Allen Iverson, Snoop Dogg, Fabulous, Chris Smoove, and of course, Stephen Curry.
Oh! That was a pass! Oh, that was a pass! I've never seen that!
At first Flight, he attended school at Liberty Park Elementary from kindergarten to grade 2. He then moved on to Chloe Lake Elementary from grade 3 through 5, before arriving at Okeeley Middle School for grade 6 through 8. Okeeley? I guess it doesn't sound that strange. Whatever. Florida people. No Flight, he found elementary and middle school to be a rough time in his youth. There was a lot of gangs, there were fights, there were drugs, and violence that intersected with his daily life. Now, he was bullied a lot in grade 4 and grade 6 because of trivial things like the type of shoes he wore.
Officer, I got one question for you. What are those?
One day while walking home from school in grade 7, while Flight, he was jumped by a gang and attacked.
Damn.
Now, it turned out to be a case of mistaken identity. The
Mistaken
intended
identity.
target was someone else who just looked like him. But, well, the damage had already been done. To make matters worse, well, his dad, he also lost his job around the same time, and he was out of work for close to a year. Now, at this point, everything in his home life, it was becoming very difficult, and Flight, he took it out by acting at school like a punk. He would get into fights, he would run his mouth at the teachers. He basically just turned into the guy he's not today. You know what I mean? Like a troublemaker. Like a prick. Like a kid with a chip on his shoulder. You know, it happens.
Okay, if you pass it, which means in her terms of passing, it's a D, which actually technically is a passing. If I get a 60 or higher, she's not going to call my mom. If I get an F, she's going to call my mom right after. She said I was going to be the first one out of 35 degrees.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I got a
Yo, he got DJ
78.
Khaled.
I didn't get anything higher than a 75. That was the highest test score on a math quiz or test that year, dude.
But Flight's next chapter would come to define his life to this point. Now, Flight's mother, she transferred him to newly built Palm Beach Central High School, and it was her hope that the school would offer her son better influence and keep him out of trouble. Now, her gambit, it paid off in the 9th grade. Flight joined his first and only basketball team. It was something he deeply enjoyed doing, but unfortunately, midway through the season, he got a high ankle sprain, and he couldn't play in any more games.
Let's go, Flight Team.
Man, Flight really want to be in a basketball career. I hope one day he'll pass. Because I have faith in Flight. Flight, if you're watching this, I have faith in you, bro.
With Flight, he became depressed from not being able to shoot hoops and partake in one activity that was keeping him off the streets. And, you know, like out of trouble. So he started smoking weed during that summer, heading into grade 10, and as this habit picked up, well, his grades, they began to drop. His GPA, it fell as low as 1.6, and he was rendered ineligible to return to the basketball team because of his poor academics. Now, Flight, he tried to fill in this hole in his life by taking on part-time jobs. So first he got a gig working at Steak and Shake. But he soon got let go from that job for showing up at work high all the time, and then he would mess up everyone's order. Next, he tried his hand at working at Chick-fil-A. But that gig, it didn't turn out any better. Now, Flight, he was out of that job in 4 months' time. Now, it was during all this that Flight, he first came by the handle that the world would one day call him by. Now, as he continued to attend most of his classes in the 10th grade high, well, people around school, they started dubbing him as Flight, because he was always on flight. You know, whenever they saw him, the guy was high as a kite. So Flight, it makes sense. Now, as difficult a moment as it was in Flight's life, well, it was actually a bit of a blessing in disguise, because with all this downtime, well, he started gaming a lot more and watching YouTube, where he fell in love with content creators like Chris Smoove. Now, watching these videos, it inspired Flight to create his own content, and when he realized that someone could take a hobby and actually make a career out of it, well, the guy was on a brand new path.
I actually started off YouTube about 4 years ago, around that time, and my original account was called Mr. Big Boy 305. And when I had first made a YouTube account, I actually didn't start off making videos. I actually rather did NBA mixes and did tutorial mixes on just different things in life.
Now, Flight would hold off on chasing his dreams until after graduating high school, which came a little bit later than it does for most. Now, with his low GPA and after having failed his FCAT reading state test, well, it took Flight well into his 5th year at Palm Beach Central High School to graduate. Now, Flight, he worked his ass off to get those numbers back up and looking respectful. And he worked hard enough that he was even accepted into Palm Beach State College, so good for him, which he attended for 1 month before he dropped out to pursue the career that he knew was already calling his name. Now, working off his own muscle, well, Flight, he got his YouTube channel, Not Your Average Flight, and Flight Reacts off the ground and soaring. Sorry for the pun, but I just had to. Now, at first, a lot of his content, it was video game related. We're talking 2K and NBA Live.
Not your average Flight coming at you when it's time to get right. Coming into a My Team game, road to the playoffs. Adjusting my lineup, I'm looking at his lineup. His lineup's looking a little iffy, and my lineup's looking a little spiffy.
Spiffy.
Let's see. You can't judge a book by its cover, so hey, well, the game will determine who is a better team.
But it was the videos in which he put his personality front and center that really began to pay off for Flight.
Can I get a Netflix and chill for anybody lost in the world? I hate talking about stuff like this, man.
Before he knew it, Flight was a bona fide YouTube personality and pulling in hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views on the regular. Now, Flight's clout had exploded so much so that he even began dating rapper T.I. from Taylor Girls throughout 2017 and 2018. And this was a relationship that he documented heavily on his channel.
Lick the other person's forehead.
Wait, I lick your forehead or you lick my forehead?
I think this is for both of us. When it's a dare, I think it's for both of us.
Who want to do
The most sexiest look I've seen.
the truth or dare?
New Flight's come up and has been so prolific that he's also got fans out there who are looking to make sure he winds up on the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Playing next to his favorite player of all time, Steph Curry. Man, I don't know if it'll happen. I guess if there were a season for it to happen, this is it. I mean,
This is
it's
it.
even an NBA, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, this is just inspirational, bro.
man. Bro, I'm gonna watch this quick clip for like 5 minutes, bro. This is inspirational, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. This is lit.
Even if it's only for a 10-day contract during a season that's been more or less canceled, well, I still think he'd take it. And do you think he's got a shot now? Let me know if you think so in the comments down below. Be interested to hear what you guys have to say. As for the rest of the story, well, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael Credden, but you already know that. Thank you.
Alright, you guys, so I'm going to wrap this one up video here because, you know, man, Mike McCredden finally got my boy Flight because, yo, Flight is the man, yo. In New York City, I went to DG's concert. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys go check it out. It was like part 1 and part 2 because, you know, I did part 1 and part 2 because, you know, it was full storage and stuff of that, so I was trying to do the full thing. I think it needs an update, so I might do an update in that video because, yo, we finally got my boy Flight. He's a real, that's my birthday, bro. That's my twin. So, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells on. Please subscribe, please, because I'm trying the best I can to make more videos for you guys. And, you know, I'm trying to keep pushing hard, making my videos to be awesome as ever. So, keep on subscribing, please. Alright, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.